Shade 45, have the beat.
Talk to me, homie.
I often say, this guy, I was talking to one of his colleagues, Punch, the other day, and was telling him that this guy is one of my favorite MCs. And I'm going to tell you why. I say it when he comes up here anyway. It's because one of my important stages and phases of my career, of my life, I won't even say career, it was at a time where in L.A., you know, they had something called the Good Life, right? And in there was a lot of great MCs that just kind of defied the perception of what L.A. is all about. You know, it was about what you thought it was about, but it was also about so much more. And their style of rhyming just raised the bar so high that I was proud to be from Oakland and California and L.A. and guys like Freestyle Fellowship, Raz, Kaz, you know, a lot of great Feel the Agony and the Barbershop Crew, all these great dudes that used to run through there. And so fast forward to the new millennium, and it was based on the fact that dudes had lyrics, they had skills, they had content, and they had individuality. And they challenged me personally to sit down and really dissect what I'm listening to. Because I don't want to just put anything, like you don't want to just put anything in your body, you don't want to just put anything in your mind.
Right.
And when he speaks, whether it's long-term mentality or control system or these days, I enjoy what he puts in my mind because he challenges my thought process. Even when he says things that make me shiver, but he does it at such a high skill level, he cannot be denied. He may be under-acknowledged, but you cannot stop his shine. And he's here to talk about his new project, Do What Thou Wilt. The only one.
Yes.
The one and only.
Go.
Ab-Soul, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, baby. What up, bro?
What's happening?
I like that intro. He said it's getting hot.
He saw me.
I was Birdman hand rubbing.
Yeah,
I saw him, man. I was gonna slide you some motion because it sounded like you were scratching records.
No,
lotion.
Keep
don't
the
play
man
me.
voice.
That's the Burberry. That's the Burberry lotion. Tell him, Matt. Tell him, Matt, money.
All right, cool, man.
We
Sound
good.
like you was starting a fire over
Right.
there, man.
That was the itchy palm.
That was
You had the palms itchy.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Church, man.
you dropped a few singles, you know, but the first thing that came to my attention when I discovered the name of the album was the saying "Do What Thou Wilt," which brought me to Aleister Crowley.
Correct.
And you know what you know who Aleister Crowley is,
Absolutely.
right? And Aleister Crowley, was he the creator of?
Well, it's Thelema.
Thelema is the he's the right?
Yeah, he's the. I believe so. Yeah.
He was a magician, a poet, and he was also linked to Satanism.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
And so, what made you decide? What does that mean to you? And what made you decide to name your project that?
Well, you know what? You're the first one to bring up the Satanism, and I'm so glad that you did because you know it's all church with me.
Yeah.
Know that. So, Do What Thou Wilt immediately sounds like free will. Immediately, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like free will in Old English, for sure. And Aleister Crowley has been influential throughout music and entertainment and ideology and philosophy, journalism for quite some time. If you're into that. I wanted to, in this book, this album is based on that quote, Do What Thou Wilt, which is in the book, one of his books, the Book of the Law. And love is the law. Love is the only law. Quote that stuck out with me was, the righteous will remain righteous and the filthy will remain filthy. So him taking a wicked standpoint, pushing the envelope of evil or whatever you call it, but still quoting that, if you're going to be righteous, be righteous. If you're going to be ill, be ill. I respect that because, my main thing is ain't nothing wrong with a righteous man, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, I really admire this guy. Like, if you really look into his work, if you're into poetry, if you're into writing, you will see a lot of his influence ran deep throughout history. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that you guys should look into for sure.
Yeah, he's featured on Sgt. Pepper's, like on the front of that album.
Yeah, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely.
Jay-Z got in a lot of trouble for wearing "Do What Thou Wilt" on
I
his shirt.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
So you think
he was
this
on the
is-
Dangerous cover?
Exactly.
Michael
So is this your time to shine right now? But you're messing with this dude. Is this gonna be the breakthrough joint?
Well, I mean, but you know.
Well, see, what he's saying is, are you signing your name on
Right,
the dotted
are you
line?
joining the
Are you signing your soul away?
Oh
To,
no.
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Are you in the Illuminati app?
I mean, what you think?
No, I know, but you know, but these are questions people going to.
But I'm saying, you know, these, you know, the Beatles being, you know, amongst the greatest musicians of our time, Michael Jackson, you know, king of pop, you know, the list goes on. Me being a scholar of, you know, hip hop, a scholar of music, a fan of music, I cannot deny his influence. So, like I said, you know, he's been linked with a lot of wicked, ill, satanic even occultist type things. But he also acknowledges that the righteous will remain righteous and the filthy will remain filthy. So him acknowledging that alone lets me still ask, what would Jesus do? You follow me? If that's what he meant. And that's how I took it. Of course, we can't holler at him, but that's how I took it.
That's how you took it.
You understand?
So you're not worshiping Satan, basically.
No.
I don't know.
No,
He
okay,
just
I know
found
that.
something that
I'm
works.
the prophet.
Cool. Yeah,
dog.
yeah, I know, man. But you know,
They call me KRS too.
Word.
Come
Speak
on,
on
dog.
that, man.
Come on, man. It's
Amazing
hip hop,
name.
man. It's
Yeah,
hip hop,
man.
man. It's intelligent movement, man. Y'all know what we came to do. The Black Lip Pastor is here.
There
Hello.
he is, man.
The prophet.
The
You feel me?
prophet. And but I mean, and I know I can ask you this because you could break it down.
Church.
Now, you got a song called "Threatening Nature,"
Yes.
and that was one of those songs that I had to go back and go back and go back and
Oh,
go.
yes.
Did he just say that? Oh, that's game. Did he just say that? Oh, that's game. Yes. So I want to ask you some questions about. I'm gonna start with
Please.
the second verse.
Please.
Okay. Lyrical breakdown.
And I'm so glad.
What
that
exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown
I can break it down like whatever you want.
on Sway in the Morning.
What are you gonna say, Absol? What are you gonna say?
I just really liked how that came. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I really like that it's you that you know, is asking me this, because I know you even made a reference to the man responsible for this record. From the old classic, the golden era, we like to call it hip hop.
Yes.
One of the four horsemen.
Ras, Cass.
Church.
Nature of the threat.
Absolutely.
Threatening nature.
This is an exact recreation of nature of the threat.
Wow. Did you let Raz hear?
No. I wanted him to hear it like everybody else. I wanted him to get that effect.
Wow. I should call him. You want me to call him? Yeah, fuck it. Let's call him. No.
Nah, for real. Call in, Raz.
Let's go call him. Let me see if I can pull this
Fuck
bro.
it, let's do
Absol. So you guys go talk to Absol,
Yeah,
man.
well-
Check out his jacket.
You know what?
Oh, you feel me? You feel
I like
me?
his
Look
jacket.
at
Somebody
this.
say something about his jacket.
See this coat?
You know what I mean?
You know what I noticed though? Especially when I was listening to the lyrics and the Huey joint, and I like the way that you're talking about women.
Word.
And like even this one line, and it's still cool.
Yeah, no,
where it's like,
word.
you know, it's like digestible for dudes without actually having to be oppressive against women.
Thank
you know,
you, thank
and
you.
about how like you say something about you annoy them and I anoint them, and even with like other tracks, I'm just seeing how I feel like your perspective on women is different. And maybe it's always been like this, but you're sharing it to a level where other people can recondition the way they view women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hence, you know, threatening nature.
Right.
You know, nature being a mother. You feel what I'm saying? The play on that. You know, this is a woman appreciation album. I'm glad you took note of that. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to, like you said, hold this conversation with women. Like, you know, I'm a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper. I'm not, you know. So I wanted to talk to the women how I would kick it on, you know, on my scale.
Right.
And just, you know, just so they would know that, you know, there are men having these conversations as well. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it may not be, you know, serenading you exactly, but, you know, we are having these conversations about the women as well. We are, you know, trying to get to the root of things.
Right.
You follow me? And a large, you know, the chicken came before the egg is the hypothesis on this album. You know what I'm saying? So,
you think you would retire the word bitch? Would you go that far?
Nah, it's just a word.
Okay.
It's just a
word.
It's a cool word. We use it as a term of endearment now.
Some.
Some, yeah. But I mean, word power, you know.
Yeah.
We
give it the
careful
power.
Be careful with your words, for sure. You
Yeah,
know what
that's what I was gonna.
How it is.
How is, because I was gonna ask you how do you then walk the line? Because obviously you said very early, you know, church, you know that Sway from early, and we can hear that. We can hear the influence. You referred to Sway as a prophet when you walked in this room. Correct. Then you read all of these different things, and then Sway pointed out the satanic different things. To me, I feel like the more you know, the more dangerous it gets.
Absolutely. I mean, you take this as, you know, Jesus, you know, not succumbing to the temptation, you know, the struggles he may have had, you know, even having to go through that as well. You take it like that because, you know, I've been carrying the cross. You feel me? It's all church with me. So, you know, you should know that up off top.
Right.
So this is me challenging that fact. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, now I'm going to go to the phone lines right now because, you know, we would be remiss to not invite him in on a conversation since he inspired such a prolific artist here with Ab-Soul.
No doubt.
So, Nature of the Threat was a masterpiece written by one of the finest penmen that hip-hop has ever seen.
Yes.
Who's on the line with us right now, the one and only Raz Cass.
Wow, that's so dope. Look at moments.
Yeah.
Raz, you don't even know what you walking into, all right?
Carson in the house.
Yo, what's up?
Carson is in the house.
Carson is bailed in twice on Sundays.
You know what I came to do, man. You know what I came to do, big homie.
Yo, Raz, I got Ab-Soul in here, man, and
I know Ab there. That's Carson, baby. The artist.
Yeah.
Okay, and we were about to go into the lyrics to his song "Threatening Nature," and which was inspired by your song. And I asked him if you heard it yet, and he said he's not sure, but he wanted you to hear it like everybody else would hear it, so you could have.
Did it hit your desk yet?
I know. I haven't heard it yet. I heard about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, Raz, I want to have you. Well, first of all, real quick, you made your song. Why? What was the purpose of making that song?
It was pretty selfish for me. I just needed to understand in a linear, like a linear time. We hear all these dates, but we never really know how they relate to each other. So I needed to understand and connect the dots about a pattern that I saw, which was the white supremacy. But I started with just the history of people, you know what I'm saying, other people, of Europeans.
Mm-hmm. So he had his song "Threatening Nature," which and his album is out tomorrow, and it's a great day for albums because J. Cole's album is out tomorrow. Post Malone, I think, is releasing. Is this coming out tomorrow? So it's a lot of great music. CJ Fly's album coming out tomorrow. Yeah. His album is "Do What Thou Wilt," and on it he has a song called "Threatening Nature." And Raz, I'm gonna go over the lyrics and have Ab-Soul break them down. And if you want to ask him a question about the lyrics too, feel free to do so. Okay.
Right.
Sweet. Okay, no doubt.
Raz Cass, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm starting with verse 2. I'm gonna start with verse 2.
Church.
Way back when I was in grade school, I learned about his story. What about her story? Did anybody ask? Mm-hmm. What? That's a great opening line.
And that's a great opening line, but that's kind of light for
Okay.
But that's a great opening line, and and that goes back to what I'm saying. Like he was the original nature of the threat was he was breaking down history in a linear way.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is threatening nature. Nature being the mother, Cass. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm taking it further as to where the chicken came before the egg is the hypothesis. You follow what I'm saying? You know, we went from picking cotton for men in wigs and stockings.
Wait, let me read it.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I'm on the phone with Cass.
Okay, you know what? Say the verse.
No, do your thing. I'm just saying. This is just legendary. I got to let you do your thing.
Okay, no, jump out.
Do your thing.
Okay, because it goes, I learned about his story, but what about her story? Did anybody ask? With all disrespect, I think the American flag was designed by fags.
Ooh. Hot damn.
Yikes.
Bars.
Bars.
Yeah. Man.
I had it locked before the spotlight. I got a gold key in Benjamin Franklin's kite. Nigga, I'm bright.
100.
This high power shit is limitless. You trying to fuck a model when I'm trying to deflower Queen Elizabeth. Speak on the ideology behind that.
Queen Elizabeth is yet to be deflowered. Probably the most powerful woman on the planet, probably. To our knowledge, you know what I'm saying, one of, if not the most. Yet to be, held her virginity,
penetrated.
Shit.
It's like they named states after her. They gave her, men died for that opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? And failed. So that power is something to really take into consideration.
Okay.
Sure.
What about the flag part?
Okay. That's where the founding fathers of the company of the country, they wore the wigs and stockings and capri pants and makeup.
Yo, Rap's voice just randomly coming in. I love it.
You feel this is he knows that's how I feel.
Raz, you wanted to chime in on that?
Oh yeah, I mean, the powder wigs. I'm gonna be in the bar.
Okay. Let me keep going.
You're gonna love it.
Just to be precise, who knew that Genesis really meant the genealogy of ISIS? This shit is ridiculous.
Yikes.
What does that mean?
Genesis actually means the genealogy of ISIS, in an abbreviation, for sure. And so that being Genesis, the first book, the chicken came before the egg. Is the chicken is the female.
Right.
The egg is given by the female. It's just kind of it's in a linear way. It's making sense.
Okay. So, go ahead, Raz.
He just did linguistics on college, so it's genetics, and then ISIS. And ISIS is Isis Horus, that whole Trinity. It was the mother first.
Church. She was Isis, Osiris, and Horus in the original Holy Trinity.
Okay.
Mother, Father, Son.
There you go. The chicken came before the egg is my hypothesis. And this ain't an album. This is algorithm. Yeah. We went from picking cotton for men in wigs and stockings to liberation and renaissances. What is this nonsense? Ooh, go on to that. What else?
Yeah.
So speak on that.
That's when, like I just said,
Okay.
We went from picking cotton for, men that, were beautiful.
Yo, that shit funny.
All right.
I hate to keep it, let's keep it
keep
ill.
it 100. This is what it is.
Let's keep it ill. They had capris.
Yeah.
Stockings.
And nice caps. You gotta go, it's ill.
And them shoes.
Women weren't wearing capris though.
They ain't even had that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? That's so I'm just taking all of these things into consideration.
And the Mary Jane shoes.
And we don't speak on sexism as much as we really should. The black man could vote before the woman could.
Yep, let them know.
You singing hymns in church, I'm looking for the hers.
Right.
In 66 books in the Bible, they ain't let a lady say one word.
Word.
Damn. Go ahead, man. Go on.
It's the best. It's the best seller.
Yeah.
Not one quote written by a woman. There was no woman in that room where the Bible was being created. There was no women allowed in that room, according to Roman history. Y'all seen Spartacus?
Yeah.
Let's keep it ill.
Dinner. Right. Hillary Clinton is out somewhere trying to get ahead in the Senate. I'm getting head and I'm sinning, nigga. I'm threatening nature. Absol.
Yeah.
Raz, do you approve?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Oh, you gonna? Oh man, we gotta have a talk about this.
I get an A+ for a C arsonist.
Yes, the C arsonist.
Wow, man, Raz, thank you for waking up. Real
Good
quick, Raz, talk about what you got going on right now.
Right.
Oh, nothing, man. I'm just going to buy that Absol album in the morning, man. That's it.
That's the legend, the icon, Razcast, man.
Ice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Raz. All right.
Church, bro. Good looking out, big homie.
Okay. All right. Threatening nature. This is Absol. You want to talk with him? 888-742-3345.
Look, it go 1, 2, 3. Turn it up.
66 books in the Bible. They ain't let a lady say one word. Hillary Clinton is out somewhere trying to get ahead in the Senate. I'm getting head and I'm sinning, nigga. I'm threatening nature.
Absol, do what thou wilt. It's the album, man. Support that. Let's go to Mississippi real quick.
Yeah.
Mike, what up, baby?
Hey, Big Mike.
Yeah. Big Mike.
What's up? Shout out to the SIP, man. Shout out to the SIP, man. Jacksonville, Pearl.
Appreciate that, man.
Word.
Look, when I first heard your song this weekend on the radio on this station, man.
Yeah.
First of all, hello to Water Crew, Sway.
Hello.
Hey.
What's
Hey,
poppin'?
DB, you the shit, man.
Thank you, brother.
But,
Yeah.
when I heard your music, man, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Church.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that people are not really just paying attention to.
Correct.
They listening and they hearing, but they not paying attention to what's really being said.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I mean, this is like, Heather B, I got 2 questions for you. Because I know you within that word and you believe in that word. You know what I'm saying?
Church, hit me.
My first question is, who gave Peter or Paul the authority to change the name Messiah to the Christ? That's one question.
Ooh.
And the second question is, what is the purpose of the silent letter?
Ooh.
The scarlet letter?
The silent
letter. Ooh. What is the real purpose?
Silence is a prophet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heather?
Get to the root. Yeah.
But
like
see
that.
what? Go ahead.
Going with that.
You gotta hurry up, man. We got a lot of callers.
No, he got it. Those were rhetorical questions.
Yes.
Those weren't. Yeah, he know the answer. Those were rhetorical.
Album, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah.
And man, keep doing what you're doing.
Church, brother. Church.
All right, hey Mike, you're a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning, Mike.
Right. Those were rhetorical questions.
Yo, Vaughn, how you doing?
Da Vinci Code in here.
You gotta let him. You gotta let him live, though. He
let him breathe.
Paying attention. No. You
wherever
let
the
him
good word
live.
dwell. Yeah.
But he was waiting too long for an answer to a rhetorical question.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure.
Still got to do the show.
Correct.
Marcus Allen is coming up. He's here.
Raiders.
So, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Siobhan, what up?
Yeah.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hey, Slay. Hey, Heather. Hey, Tracy G.
Hey, girl.
I actually, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on radio. Okay, I called y'all yesterday. Long-time listener, second-time caller. Can I be a citizen before I ask a question?
Depends on the question. Go ahead and ask Absol a question.
All right. So my question, Absol, first of all, I love your music. I think you're a very talented hyena. And I was wondering, do you believe in a particular religion or faith? And if so, how does that affect your craft and your penmanship as an MC?
No, I'm non-denominational, but theology is probably my favorite subject. You feel what I'm saying? I like to study them all, and that gives me a wide range of ideas and different things to cross-reference from new to old. You know what I mean? Carbon dating and whatnot. You know what I mean? I just get to the I just get to the root of it. You know what I'm saying?
So how does that affect your craft then when it comes to writing?
I'm saying that helps it out a lot, just having a lot more input, having a lot, doing a lot more research instead of just kind of just digging into one piece in particular. I kind of just look at them all as a whole, like historically. So that gives me a wide range of ideas to kick out to the world.
Hey, Siobhan, you're a citizen.
Let's wait in the morning.
Right.
Good question.
All right. Okay. Let me get one more. Let's go to Jersey. Marcus, what up?
Jersey, stand up.
Jersey.
Yo, what up?
What's up, bro?
Heather, Tracy, Sway, Soul, what's good, brother?
What's the good word, bro?
Not much. One of my favorite songs of yours is You're Gone that you got with JSMN.
Jameson.
And my favorite Jameson, all right. Yeah, my favorite verse of yours is the second verse on that song. And if I had time, I would recite the whole thing.
That's crazy.
But my question to you is, what is your favorite Ab-Soul verse of all time?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
You're a citizen.
Hey.
Whoa.
I'm a citizenship.
I mean, I really, look up The End Is Near featuring featuring Mac Miller. My verse on that is like unmatched. Produced by Mac Miller, featuring Mac Miller. The End Is Near. That verse is like unmatched for sure.
Hey, Mark.
Either that or 47 bars. For sure.
Okay, Marcus.
Got you.
All right, man. You're a citizen, brother. All
I'll
right.
sway in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You know what? A lot of people don't realize this, but when we started the 5 Fingers of Death, Ab-Soul was one of the inspirations behind the 5 Fingers of Death. People may say, "Oh, he be making this shit up because they in the studio." Yeah. That is so incorrect.
Yeah.
If you listen to the intro to the 5 Fingers of Death, you will hear his voice.
Death. DJ Wonder plays 5 unique beats meant to test your lyrical stamina.
I saw the look in his eyes. This guy is crazy.
Many have tried.
I'm the best. This is just another chance for me to prove it.
But many have failed.
Give me some hip hop.
You feel me? He was trying to play some old reggaeton. I couldn't catch. I ain't went there yet.
Give me some hip hop.
Some primo.
And with that said, man, since we didn't that time the beats weren't to your liking, we didn't want to take any chances. And give you the Eminem lane.
Yeah, treat me like Marshall.
Okay, anytime you get to go a cappella on this show, you earn the Eminem lane.
Blackout. I got the blackout.
You got the blackout.
You
ready?
Moose, what I gotta do, boy?
Ab-Soul, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man, we're going to give Sway all of the votes, even if they sway all of the votes. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I say, this big, bad world doesn't owe you a thing. Some days I want to wake up like it was only a dream. Some days I'm ready for war. Some days I advocate peace. The yin and the yang working simultaneously. I'm a rhyming dichotomy, sci-fi and psychology, another yogi's autobiography, bitch, I'm Baba G. For lack of words, I'm the God MC that you gotta see. Like any habitat where life can be. A. D is Michael Jackson. Lightning striking while I'm rapping. Cows jumping over moons. I'm Dr. Seuss with lots of loot. Plethora of Betty Boops in my call log. Called Mother Goose, Millie rocking at the slut walk. My brain work different. We don't share the same vision. We could even pay my ophthalmologist a visit. Only if Dr. Goldberg could see me now. After all of the times me and moms drove all the way to Julius Stein Eye Institute emergency room for surgery, look how Herb turned out. Constitute the content the Constitution won't find conclusive. You'd be surprised how much I made off my 2 cents. It's more than one reason why there is only one. Remember that first or end before you've begun. I rhyme like I'm God's only begotten son. She so loved the world she gave, sold the world. That's why I just have fun and use my third eye like I just had one. God gotta be a thought. The blood from your erection come from your brain and your feet, so you can't think and you can't run. And numbers don't lie, men do. But that is still a metric system that men use. So do guns kill people or do people kill people? Is 1 + 1 11 or is it 2? I'll leave that math up to you. I wonder why the hashtag is the number symbol. Tweet, tweet, birds chirp, worms were no match. My story was depressing like the Snapchat app. Do what thou wilt, love is the only law. On the real, I came for Chamberlain's record. Fuck all of y'all. I will where you can't. Where there's a will, there's a way. Like, where there's a will, there's a wake. Like, where there's a will, there's a Jada. I've been eating pills, reinventing wills that get encrypted in data. Bought a Ouija board just to speak to Willie Lynch himself. Asked him if he reincarnated, Willie Lynch himself. He didn't respond, by the way. That's all right, because I was lying anyway. Walt Disney still frozen cryogenically, I assume. He throw a fit, he see a sister in a mini costume. He was racist. You niggas Mickey, been in mini costumes. I couldn't ride your wave if I tried. I'm way too monsoon. The cobs and the cools, not the cools and the cobs. Do what thou wilt, not ye. Love is the law. Young mind, fuck all of y'all. To the condom bus. And before my time is up, shout out to Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my God.
You like Shia? You like Shia ass?
Hey man.
Yep.
Yeah, cause he's sick.
He's sick, man.
He's sick, right?
He turned all these cornballs into a circus frenzy chasing over him. The whole industry, Shia LaBeouf, the actor, got the
Shout
whole
out
rap
to Shia
game.
LaBeouf, we giving Sway all of the votes, even if they sway all of the votes.
Woo.
Yo, but my life is like depressing, like the Snapchat. My story is depressing, like the Snapchat.
Did you get that?
Yes, yo.
Y'all got that?
Yeah, that was
I'm
meant
trying
for
to break
acapella.
Chamberlain's record.
Fuck all y'all. That was a lot of bitches.
Absolutely. Where there's a will, there's a way, baby. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh my gosh.
This Friday is my day. Do what thou will. Make sure y'all go get that, man. It's
One
real.
last thing, because you mentioned how for this project, it's very much like women's appreciation.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that inspired at all by your girl? Or
No, she had a lot to do with it. Like all, just I really, had to really listen and take heed to, all of the important women in my life. You know what I'm saying? From my mom down to my little sister, you know what I'm saying? Down to, just my nieces, my little cousins and, all of that. Just listening to the girls and just, really getting that perspective. My grandma, you know what I'm saying? So real talk.
Absol, one of the realest.
Love.
It's only one.
Yeah.
There it is. My friend, man. Yo, appreciate
All
you,
the
brother.
time, man.
You keep us inspired, man. Thank you.
My God.
You
All
keep
the
us
time.
inspired,
All
man.
the time.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate all y'all, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Make sure do what thou wilt. Buy that album.
This Friday, it's my day.
Don't just stream it. He gets paid more if you buy the album.
Church.
Okay.
Church.
Up next, man, we got another icon.
Oh yeah.
Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
Former Raider. He's coming in the studio, Heather.
I know, Sway.
Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Wonder what we gonna play right now? Yeah.
Black out.
There it is.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shade 45.